Old amounts, young money, old accounts, Degrassi, my royalties. Homie, you just owed an ounce.
Today's episode is going to be a little bit different because typically I make videos for like the average person, the random Joe, everybody, just random people who are on YouTube. But today's episode, I'm actually making it for like YouTubers. And, I'm not just talking about, KSI, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, PewDiePie, Markiplier, they've been pretty good. Who are other, like, huge YouTubers? I'm not just making it for them. I'm making it for, like, the people who are big YouTubers, but who have, like, 100,000, 200,000, 700,000 subscribers, just 1 million subscribers. People who have the opportunity to not work a job. To the point of where they are actually the CEO, the chairman of the board, the boss, the owner of their lives. And, of course, technically YouTube is the boss. But it's just like, no. It's like like you can't even put that in the same category of being forced to wake up every single day, take a shower, put on your fucking button up, and then go into like a business center and be forced to work 5 days out of the week and be forced to do things that you probably don't want to do because you need to afford things that you need. You're not even in like the same category of like me or like I'm a normal person of like normal people, of the mass, of the majority, of the random Joes. Like, I'm making this video for YouTubers. Every single time that YouTube does something, you motherfuckers bitch and complain like if there's a problem. It's like there is no problem whatsoever. It's like if YouTube tells you to do something, fucking do it. It's like, oh my God. It's almost as if you think, Logan, Jake, KSI, it's like you think that YouTube needs you. It's like they can literally just put somebody else on, you idiot. It's like yes, of course, you've put in the time. You've done the awkward things. You've been out in public and done the things that you probably shouldn't have, but you went out there and you made entertainment. Okay, you put in the work. But even in my situation, like coming from because I come from the bottom. I come from like literally having nothing at all. Like I had like a duffel bag of like having like a shirt like this on and like being out in the freezing wintertime, not even being like I had to steal from stores. I had to eat out of trash cans because I was forced. It's like, it wasn't like I was like, oh, look at me. It's just like, no, I was forced into that situation. It's just like I am like the lowest on the pedestal. And then looking up at like these people who have that complain is like ridiculous. But like I realize that like I do the same shit. Like I realize that now that like I'm doing like truck life, like I live inside of this truck, and that's what I want to do. It's not like I was in a bad situation that I had to go and buy this $45,000 vehicle and buy this $2,100 camper, and I was it's like, no, I wasn't forced at all. Like I really wanted this. Like I really, really, really wanted to live in this vehicle, and that's why I do it. And I realize now, like, from when I was like homeless, like living inside of a tent, and now I have like a full-time job, not YouTube. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking like a full-time job. And like now I actually have money to where I can go into Walmart and buy a full shopping cart of food, and I don't have to steal it. It's like now, and then I look at myself and I realize that, like, sometimes I take this for granted, and I try to ground myself a lot of the times when I start to complain. The complaining is the problem. Because as a grown man, as a grandmaster of like what you're supposed to do, when life gives you a problem, correct? Life gives you a problem. Like a perfect example. Yesterday, I had a slow leak on my tire, this tire right here. And all I did when I was at work was because my job is to watch the equipment, correct? And I watched the equipment. Once everybody left, all I was sitting there, I was like, what is it trying to tell me? And I realized, because I was complaining of, oh my God, people will have stuff like a cracked windshield or something like. I was like, oh my God, it's like, I haven't been having problems. I haven't been having a problem with the truck. I haven't been having problems with like my health. I haven't been having problems. And I was just like, it feels like the universe is like ignoring me. I was like, oh no. I was just like, it feels like God isn't like giving me these tests anymore. And I was complaining and I wasn't thinking about it whatsoever. And then the motherfucker was just like, I was like, okay. I was like, he's still there. And that's all crazy person talk. I know. But I was like, okay. I was like, he popped the tire and then I had problems with it and it just wasn't working. I was trying to fix it. It wasn't working. All this and everything like that. I was like, okay, so he's still there. And I was just like, going forward, what I'm trying to say as like a grown man, there's like a lot of famous female YouTubers. I'm not talking to y'all, okay? Y'all have enough, okay? Y'all have enough. Men don't have enough, okay? Men need a lot of nurturing right now. Okay? So I'm not talking about females, I'm talking about the men. I'm talking about the guys. I'm talking about the millionaires. What you guys are doing every single time, I remember when it was age restricted. Oh, even fucking Bradley Martin, fucking Steve will do it. Oh, they were complaining. And it wasn't I understand if you want to complain and do it for the entertainment purpose of it. I get that, but you could tell in his eyes and his mannerism, he was actually seriously pissed off that he had to choose if you had to age restrict it or not. You have to understand, a lot of my videos are age restricted because you have to understand 4-year-olds, 6-year-olds are on YouTube. And I am not good at it at all. Okay, I'm terrible at it. But it's just if you are talking about very explicit things, just hit this is for 18 years old and up. And there's a lot of fear that, oh, this video is going to get a lot less views. And I don't know if that's true or not, okay? But the point is, you have to be responsible with your YouTube channel because you have such an audience. If you go to Coachella, it holds maybe, I don't know, 200,000 people, and you see a crowd of 200,000 people. That's a lot of people. But if you see a video with 200,000, it's nothing. So y'all are getting 15 million views. This is a lot of people, and people really do look up to you. People really do look up to you, and it's just the thing that really upsets me is just what's happening It's like you see like the billionaire, you know, maybe he's like 500 pounds, he's like the billionaire, and like someone's like, you know, feeding him like French fries or something like that, and he's sitting there, oh God, life is so difficult, this is ridiculous. It's like, that's what you guys are doing. It's like you don't know how much it hurts for a person who is poor to watch you guys complain about how difficult your guys' life is when you don't even have to like work a job, when you have like 3 different houses, when you have like 3 different mansions, when you have a Rolls Royce, a McLaren, a Lamborghini, and to see you guys complain, it's just like you can twist it to where it's comical, to where it's entertainment, to where it's funny, but it's just like I know that I'm wrong for this because I'm complaining about y'all millionaires complaining, but it has to stop. You like, especially for me, it's just like I have to open my eyes that when I'm complaining, oh my God, I woke up and my fucking tire is at fucking 20 psi. It's just like, do you want to go back to the sidewalk? Do you want to go back to fucking eating out of a trash can? Because we can make it happen real quickly. And I'm just like, no, it's like, it's cool. It's like, granted, and if the universe needs that to happen, it's going to happen. No matter what, it's like the universe or God, he's going to lead you in the right direction. God does, like, I don't want to get like religious. I hate the word God. But it's like, whatever it is, he has your best interest at heart, and it's all life lessons. So it's just like, complain a little bit in your mind, but don't go on don't go to the poor people and complain of that, oh, now you're making $10,000 less per day, when it takes me a year to save up $10,000. So I didn't realize, even like with I know that PewDiePie, like, I'm not complaining about PewDiePie at all. He's been really, really good. What I've seen of him, like I'm not really a viewer, but like what I've seen of him, the last time I saw him, he was averaging like 1.3 million views, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so low, because he has like what, 115 million or whatever. I'm like, oh my God, that's so low. And then I looked at it, I was just like, I didn't realize, even with those like low numbers, he's making like $2,000 a day. He is making like $2,000 a day. Like, he literally makes what I make in a month in like, what, 2 days? In a month. Alright, I think I've said enough. Goodbye.
Dill until so deal with it. I had a little spill with my friendly little dill. Put you back into the jar.